This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, all. Once again, good evening. Hope my voice is audible to everyone. Can anyone confirm me? Yeah, thank you for the response. So, what was the last topic we were doing it with?
Sir, email marketing.
Mail marketing. Good. So, what was the platform we used it for the mail marketing? Very good. So, it was MailChimp. Okay. So, how many of them are doing with me right now? They can type it as me. That's good. That's very nice. So, have you been logged into the MailChimp account and kept ready so that we can be able to continue the further things. Like in the last class, we have been created the account and we have been added with the audience details. Now we are going to do the further things. So to confirm, I'll just go to the main dashboard. In this, I'm going to click on audience option and I'll go to the all contacts. So I had been imported few of the contact details so that it is going to be listed out over here. Okay. Yes. Now, after creating the audience, the next thing is how to create the content to send the mail. So for that, you are supposed to go for create, and here you have a multiple options. So for what purpose you have come to the MailChimp website. So we were looking for the email marketing. So we will choose it as email. So here we have a three options, four options, regular, plain text, A/B test, and the template. So A/B test part we will not do it right now. So it is an analyzation, but other three options, regular, plain text, and template. So what is the use of it? When do we choose it? So regular means if you want to create an instant content and want to send the mail immediately, then you can be able to go for regular. In case if you want to just type the text information without designing anything, a normal plain mail, then you can go for plain text. Suppose if you want to create the templates, keep it ready. So for different situation, you can keep it ready. So whenever you require, you can be able to choose a template and directly you can be able to send it. Okay, it is like you are going to predefine it and you can keep it. So when it is needed, you can be able to make use of it. Okay, so you can be able to choose it with either any one of this. So let us choose it as a template so that we will keep the content ready, and then we are going to, so we will have a multiple options. So let us keep it multiple content so that whichever it is good and fine with, so we can be able to send it later part. Okay. Now, once we click on template, so I'll repeat it once again. How did we come to the screen? So from the main dashboard, so I had been clicked into create option, and from here I've been clicked on the email option, and here I've been chosen as template. Okay. Now click on get started on the right hand side. Okay, so now let me click on MailChimp templates, so which is already available over here. So these are all few of the templates which has already been predefined, so you can be able to select it and you can be able to redo with your content. So that means by default there will be few of the features it has been already been added. Okay, based on your type of business you can be able to choose with the template, and you can redesign with the content or the images, the media. Okay, but since we are using a free account, so we are not being allowed to use all the type of templates which are available over here. See, if you see here, so most of them are there with upgrade to use. Okay, so let us see at initially there are certain at free of cost. See where it is allowing you to click on select. So these are all at free of cost. Okay, so I think nearly 6 templates they have been given at as a free. So you can be able to choose any one of this and you can be able to use it, or there is an option as code your own, so you can be able to use with the uh, codes and you can be able to create it. But let us not go for with the technical wise. So in case if I want to, so it is the same options it has been given. So all the most of the options are with the upgrade to use. Let us come back to the MailChimp in, templates and choose it with any one of it which is at free. Okay, let me choose this as an template and let me give the name of it. So the name of it, let me give it as Independence Day template. So that means I want to create a content which is going to get nearer to the Independence Day celebration. So I can create the content for the Independence Day offer. So click on save. So please confirm me is that everyone are there with me and you are doing it the same. Yes, good. Give me a minute. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yes. So hope everyone are there with me. So you are able to come with a template. So you are being given with a very recently they have made it a lot of changes. If you compare it within last month when we were doing it, it was in basic versions. Now it has come with a little bit more attractive way of template designing. So let us go with this. So now you can be able to choose over here. So these are all called as a blocks. So what do you want to do over here? So do you want to give it with any text information or image so you can see it? But there is a different types of blocks it will be there. You can see here on the left hand side it has been set as a text. So that means in this particular place I can be able to enter only the text information. So I can write it over here as, so let's celebrate this independence with more excitement. Okay, I'll just give some text over here and you can be able to see here on the top. So if you are feeling it, it is going to be very small in size. You can be able to choose it with the heading type. There are four types and the paragraph. So if I am going to choose it as heading one, you can see the difference. Okay, so with what size do you want to keep it? You can be able to choose with like this. Okay, so finally the content it should make it some kind of impact with the person who is going to check with this our content. Okay, so this is in changing the heading size, then this is on the font style. Okay, then you can be able to change with the font size also manually. Then do you want to keep it in a bold or with the lighten color? Then the color of your text, it should be in which color, you can be able to choose with it. Okay, so like this. As a Microsoft Word document, how you are going to format your document in the same way you can be able to do with it. Okay, so I'll keep it with double quotes. Let's assume it I want to help it in this way, and here you can be able to choose with background color also. Okay, so like this you can be able to make the changes if you want to do it. Okay, click on done. So now, so after making this changes which is required, then I'll click on done. So this particular block has been designed now. So now it is going to ask for the logo. So choose your company logo. It is always suggested to add with your company logo within your every content what you are going to create with. So upload the image. So you can be able to resize your logo. Do you want to keep it little bit smaller or bigger, larger? Okay, so try to make it very simple way, and it should be visible. It should not be so much small that people cannot be able to identify that what is this content. So it should not happen like that. Then you can be able to align it on which side you want it. Okay, yeah. So it's been done. Then next, the very important part is the alt text. So by default, it has taken as logo. So let me give it. I think I've been explained about this. Whenever you people are going to add an image on the any digital platform or in the web page, it is mandatory you should give an alternative text. Suppose in case if that image does not open, it should give with the text information that this content is related to what. So again here also the background color you can be able to choose with. Okay, so once it is done, click on done. Now after the logo, I'm able to see that if I click on this, I'll come to know whether it is the image a block or is it a text block. So here, after the logo, immediately I'm having one more image block. But do I want to use the image or do I want to write something over there in between these two things so that I'm not going to just uh, infuse something which is not going to be look with a great look. So let me either delete this or you can add it in between these two, any text information or any heading you wanted. So you can be able to add with it. So for that, what we can be able to do it is, you can see here, there are icons are available. Okay. So here you can be able to bring it. So for example, if I want to bring it with an headline, so I can select it as an heading, drag and drop it. Okay, so you can be able to add any kind of blocks in between the other blocks, and you can be able to either it is in the text format or with the image content also, it's okay. So you can be able to add with it. So let me give anything related to
So can you again show how to add the heading part?
can you repeat your question, ma?
Sir, how to add the heading?
How to add the heading, okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just delete this. I'll keep it as usual. So can you see on the left hand side where it is showing with layout and content?
Yes,
Yeah, below to this there is blocks options over here. So what type of block do you want to add it on your screen? So now I want it with the heading line. So I can hold this. I can hold and drag it and drop it. Can you see a blue line highlighted in between these two lines or two blocks?
yes, sir.
Ah. So that means it is showing that do you want to place it over here, or you can see here wherever I want it. If I move the cursor by holding it, I can be able to move it anywhere in that screen. Okay, now if I want it in between these two, I can hold, release it. Is that now understood, Adasha?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So, okay, so I can be able to add the heading, and I can change the color if I want it. Okay, so something which you are looking for, it is going to give you the option. You select it, so you can change the color which you wanted. See, can you see that the backgrounds also we can be able to fill it up with the colors, so without leaving any space. So it is going to give you the same background color. So I can try it out to remove the background of my. Okay, so I'll try this. Let's see how does it looks. So I'll upload. Okay, you can see that the background it is going to get adjusted. So I can be able to adjust this. Yeah. Okay, so I'll try to. There is no option for editing. No, it's not allowed. So enough. So the next thing is, so after this I can be able to add my any poster or any product image, anything like that, I will just add it. So I think I have been referred you people with the websites for downloading the uh, HD images, which is without any watermark, that is pexels.com. So I'll just take some images. Okay, I'll just try this. Yeah. So you can see here the option is there as a free download. I can be able to download it. So it has been downloaded. Now I will go over here, add it, upload it. Yes. So the image has been added. Yes. You can see that. So now do you want to talk about your uh, content, what you want to explain it to the through the mail? So what is that offer? What is the benefit? The pros of your services or with the brand, and you can talk about with your association with the different organizations, or with your who are your clients you are being partnered with. So all those details you can be able to give it over here, and you can also be able to add it with the call to action button. Here it is already given, in case if it is not available. Okay, so now in between this, if you want to add it, either you can just move this. Okay, so you can use this and you can be able to move it. Yes, I can be able to move it like this. Okay, in case if when you are trying with a different template and if you don't have the call to action button, you can be able to click over here, drag it, and you can drop it. So you can be able to see this changes. Okay, so you can be able to replace this button text value or the content. So I can be able to give it as contact us, so that as soon as they are going to click on this button, so where they are supposed to get connected, so that you should write it over here, to which is it a website do you want to link with them, or you have an option with contact number, or you can be able to give with your email id also. So what is the action it has to be connected over there? So let me take it for example, email address. So link it to your company id. So I'll just give it example. So generally we are supposed to give it with our professional mail id. So this is for you to uh, give you an example in what all the ways we can be able to make connections, so you can be able to do with it. So now you can be able to change the color of this. Yes, so now, yes, so I'll click on done. Fine. So now this is ready. Now the next thing is you can change the text, the paragraph. Okay, so let me give it crystallization. Correct. Okay, I've just given some text. So again, I don't want this to be repeated. I'll click on delete block. The next thing is social media links. I can be able to give it over here. So you can be able to give your social media handle names over here, so that if anyone is interested to get connected with your any of the social media platforms, you can be able to give the link over here. So as of now it's been taken with the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can also use with the other social links. So if you click on add, You will have a lot of options you can choose with it. Okay. Then again the design for all these things. So if you are active, then only you can be able to give all this link and make sure that these are all working condition. Okay. The next thing is it is going to be on the footnote, the footer text. So at the bottom of the screen, what all the informations has to be given. So here it is mandatory that you are going to prove yourself that you are a genuine business person where you can be able to give the services and it has been registered under the respective organization or with the institute, the legalized institutes, so that anyone can be able to do the business with you on a legal wise. So if anything is found fishy over here, then it is going to be too tough to get your audience back. So make sure that you are going to provide the real informations. As of now, I will just give it with and dummy information. Yeah. So make sure that you are not going to have any kind of spamming content. So I can give it my contact address. So let me give it as another 4 block Bangalore. So I can change this. Yeah, I can remove this content. So the final intention of removing all this content, because it is with the special characters and it does not have a proper information, it will make as in spam content. So it should not be there. See why we are doing all this, because if it goes to an anyone's mail ID, it has to reach them into their inbox, in the general inbox. It should not go in the spam box. Most of the time our very important mails it will be saved in the spams. The reason is because of certain contents are there with the spamming content wise. So for that reason, we should be very careful and make sure that we are not going to have any such kind of a thing, so that it is going to get reached to the audience into their personal mail IDs directly into their general inbox. Okay, so like a promotional mail also you can be able to see with it. Okay, I'll just give it service at the rate digital.com. So this is our mail ID. So I'll keep it in bold, italic, and let this be bold, underline. Okay. So it is mandatory that it should be there with this information. So we should give the audience to unsubscribe in case if they are not interested to go ahead with our mails in the future. Okay, it is mandatory. The we have to give an option to our audience. Okay, so now do you want to keep it with the same background, or do you want it off with the different and off with a different color? You can be able to choose with it. Okay, so here it is going to be there. It is mandatory, it has to show with the badge. Since we are using a uh, free demo account, it is going to show with this name. And in case if you are going to upgrade it to uh, the plans, whatever the plans is there, which is on chargeable basis, so in such cases that uh, logo it will be removed, and we can be able to give with our company logo over there. Okay, so let me give it a light. Okay, it is mandatory, we are not supposed to. Now with all those things, if you want to add any more thing, so you can be able to add it over here. Okay, so any changes, let's see. Fine with this. Let us see with the styles. So how does it looks on a different platforms? So it is going to show like this. So this is on the desktop version. So in case if you want to add it with image and the text both, you can go to the layouts and you can be able to add it. So for example, like this. So the image and the text in case if you want to give any information. Okay, so as much as possible you can try with the different features, and you try to keep one reference of any of the mail which you have been received it in your inbox as a promotions. You just try to duplicate it. You have a lot of features options over here. Okay, so suppose if you want to link with your video, that is your YouTube account if you have it, or any videos you want to link with as an referral video link, so you can be able to give it with that link also. So for example, I'll just take this, and here you can be able to give the source link. So from where do you want to connect with? So let me try to give it any of the YouTube. Okay, I'll just give this. I'll take this. So you can see that link it has been shown over here. Okay, is that everyone are clear till here? Any doubt? Is there any doubt? If it is clear, you can type it as clear. In case if you have any questions, you can be able to raise it. Or in case if you are trying and if you are not able to follow with, you can let me know. Good. And hope so. People are able to follow with me and you are able to do it on your side. Okay. So if you want to keep this, I'll keep it over here. Otherwise, I will change the content itself. I'll keep it as digital ad agency. Okay, I'll just take this. So let me give it a link for you all, which may be helpful for your learning. Yeah, fine. Yes. So we have been added almost of the options what are available over here. So you can try it out. So just see with the other options. I'll give a 5 minutes of time so that if you have any kind of a doubt, you can keep it ready. Then we are going to move it for further. So let's have a break of 5 minutes and come back. Thank you all for being online. Yes. Is there anything you people want to know? So is that clear to everyone till here what we have done? Shall we go ahead? So if you people are clear and if you want to go ahead, so type it as move on. Yes. Thank you for the response. Now, after confirming that everything this is okay, you can once have a preview. So how it looks on your desktop version. So how it looks on the mobile. Make sure that it has not been overwritten on any other content. So the inbox that is on the Gmail account, how does it looks? If you want to know, it is possible only when you have been upgraded your account. But desktop and the mobile version, it has been available. So this is more than enough. So we will just close this. And once we are okay with everything, then we can click on save template and exit. So what are the other options? You can be able to send the test mail, but let us not do that. Let us click on save template and exit. So like this, you can try to keep it two to three different kind of combination content designs, and finally you can be able to decide it which one do you want to send it as a mail. Okay. So if you want to see this, so today you have done, tomorrow you want to send this as an mail. So where do we find out that information is? So here you can be able to go to the content. So there is an tab as a content. In this, if you click, you have an option as a email templates. If you click over there, so the saved content, it is going to be shown over here. Now you can be able to click on edit and do the changes you wanted, and you can save it. Okay, so this is in case of if you want to make any changes. Now we want to send this content to the audience. How do we send it? So in that case, you are supposed to go for create, go to the email, then go to the regular option. So let me put it as independence day template. So now we have been given with the options. Do you want to create a new template? You can be able to choose it, and you can create the content in the same way how we have done. Since we have already been created the template and we want to use that to send it through mail, in that case you can be able to go to the option called saved templates. Okay, so if you go to the saved templates, here you can be able to find it, the content what we created. We will click on apply. So still you will be given with an option that do you want to make the changes. So here I want to make the change. So I want to replace this logo. I'll insert it. Yeah. So let me assume it. This is my content. Now it is ready. Now I'll click on save and exit. So now it is going to show you that what is the content on the right hand side. Okay. So once you are okay with everything, then you can start to give the information. Now, when you are going to send a mail, so to whom do you want to send it? As we know that we have a seven recipients, that is a mail list. So do you want to send it to everyone or for any particular uh, the type tagged list of people? So you can be able to go to the edit recipients option, and here you can be able to select it. By default it has selected as a all subscribers. Suppose if you have been created with a different tags, you have to remember that we had been created in the tags as a August go to meeting session. So through this, whatever the email ID I was able to collect it, so that only for those people I want to send it. In case if you have a multiple list, and if you are very sure that you want to send it to the particular list of audiences only, you can be able to choose it and you can send it. Or if you wanted to everyone whoever are there in different tags, for everyone if you want to do it, then you can be able to choose it as an all subscribers in audience. Okay, then you can click on personalize the send to field. So here you have an option that when you are sending a mail, so do you want to send it as a email ID? You can see here generally when we are going to send, so it is going to highlight their email ID. Do you want to have it like that, or do you want to highlight with their names, make it as a personalized mail kind? So instead of at the rate of gmail.com, I can just give the first name and the last name. So for this purpose only, it is mandatory when you are going to add any subscriber list, in that you are supposed to specify what is first name and what is last name. Okay. So you can be able to tag it. So with what name do you want to send the mail? Okay, so either you can choose it as a first name or last name or both. So I'll choose it as both. Okay, so in between these two, there is one optional mode, that is in case if you have been chosen as all subscribers, in this, do you want to restrict to any particular list of audiences not to be sent for this particular segment, or to the tag, the list of tag people? So you can be able to choose it. Okay, so this is all the things which you are going to get it in the two option, and click on save. Okay, so we have been completed with two option. The next thing is from. So from whom the mail is going. So the email address, it's okay, but with what name do I want to be identified? So I'm going to give with my brand name. Okay, so click on save, so that they will be able to get the mail with an identification with my brand name. Okay, so it is going to be here. The next thing is the subject, which is very important part. So what is going to make the audience to get open with our mail? So it is all based on the subject what we are going to give it with. So something unique and attractive. Okay, so making them to get curiosity built. So like that you can be able to give it as a subject. So here up to 150 characters it is allowing you to enter the subject line. But you can see that next to this box, here it is given some suggestions. So what could make your subject and highlighted and best way of representing? Okay, so try to follow with this. So it says do not enter more than 9 words. Try to keep it very simpler, because if you have been observed, when you are going to see the mail, so this is the subject line. Okay, so sorry, this is the subject line. So try to make it with very simpler and with the less information it is going to be highlighted over there, so that they are not going to feel it that they have missed something over there, or they are not clear with what you have been given with. Okay, so for that reason, try to avoid with giving a very lengthier subject line. Try to keep it within 9 words, then one emoji, and avoid using more than 60 characters. Even though the uh, limitation is up to 150, but the suggestion is given as keep it within 60 characters, even including with your space bar, special characters, anything. Okay, then next, avoid using more than 3 punctuation marks. Okay, so avoid using with the symbols, not more than three also. Okay, so let me give it. Okay, something I'm going to give it with the text format, and it is within 52 characters, and it is lesser than 9 words. So I'm adding with emoji. So let us see here. Yes. So I'll add one. So can you see here? It is going to give the right mark for everything, which I have not been crossed with any of this practice. Okay. So suppose if I'm going to add it something. So now it is 68 characters. Can you see here? So it is going to show with exclamatory mark, so that it is not a right practice, it is indicating. So try to avoid this. Okay. So make sure that it is going to be given with the right and attractive and curiosity building subject line. Okay, I'll share you a list of few words which should not be kept in your subject line, which may turn your mail into a spam mail. Okay, once after the session I'll be sharing that particular list of words, so that you're not going to have a problem, so when you people are going to create the mail. Okay, then the preview text, so you can be able to add it. Okay, so I'll save it. So once it has been done, so finally it is going to ask you whether do you want to send it now or do you want to schedule it for the future timing period. So you can be able to fix it the time period, or instantly you want to send it, you can make it sure that it has been ticked with the send now option and click on save. Okay, so after adding with all this information, you can see that send button, it has been highlighted. So now you click on the send button, so it will show that it is going to reach it to 7 subscribers. So if you are okay with that, click on send now. So it is a confirmation. So once it is being clicked, it takes a few seconds of time. It depends upon the number of mail IDs you are going to send with. So you can see that it is going to show with the successful uh, sent confirmation message. Now you can be able to go back to campaigns. So click on campaigns, all campaigns. So here you can be able to see that how many times the mails have been sent, or it is considered here as an campaigns. So how many campaigns have you been created and you have been sent? Okay, so here it shows that how many of them have been opened that mail and they have been clicked on that particular call to action button. So it is going to give you the details over here. So if I click on view report, it is going to represent with what all the statistics. Okay, so you can have the more details once the people start to view on it. Okay, so is that everyone are clear till here? Yes, good. So by this we are going to end up with a mail marketing concept. So please try with your side. In case of any kind of issues or doubts, if you are facing with, you can let me know. And also in the last class, I have been asked you people to submit an assignment that is of your web page creation through Google Sites. So I was expecting you people to send a link on the WhatsApp group, but still I think I have not received the links from you people. I hope you people will do it at least by tomorrow afternoon. You are going to share with your link of your website, which is also including with the Google Forms. Is that fine? Are you people are ready? So are you people are ready to send it by tomorrow afternoon? Type it as me who is ready to send it. So how many of them are working on it? So type it as working. So at least let me know that people are aware and they have been gone through it. Good, few of them. See, even though if it is incomplete, also it's okay. I don't want to wait it to get finished with the whole website page. Then only I can be able to accept it. Nothing like that. I just want you people to see with what you people are going to do with it. How you have been built up till now. Okay, fine then. So we'll wind up for the day. Thank you all for attending. Have a good time.